In Omaha hosted a memorial service this evening. It honored the 113 homeless men and women who died this year. 113 shoes were displayed representing each person lost. It's part of the annual Homeless Persons Memorial Day. The remembrance always falls on the first day of winter.
It's really important to a lot of our guests because virtually nobody goes through here in any of the shelters without somebody knowing them. And so sometimes it's, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that he had passed away, or it's just that time of healing and to put things at peace.
Open Door Mission leaders read the names of each person who passed away, placing a shoe on display for each one.